Welcome back, True Seeker. It is Friday, May 19th, 2023. Big headline today, the death of Jim Brown. They're saying he passed yesterday, Thursday, May 18th, at the age of 87. Again, the Cleveland Browns, great. The Browns haven't won a championship since they had Jim Brown. They won that back in 64, 59 years ago. But Jim Brown, he died in Los Angeles, LA. Again, Tupac. He said on that song with Bone, we're doing this from Cleveland to LA. You got the Rams out in LA now, a football franchise that began in Cleveland. Remember, the Rams won Super Bowl 56 after they got Odell Beckham on his birthday from Cleveland on November 5th, the day leaving 56 days left in the year. Jim Brown's now dead 56 years and change after abruptly retiring in 1966. And if you're new here, we talk about a lot about the numbers 66 and 87 in regards to LeBron James, the Cleveland star who's now the big star on the Lakers, who again went to LA in a tribute to Ohio. That's because he left Ohio on the first day of the 7th month when Ohio's the 17th state, and then he won the Lakers their 17th championship in his 17th season. Kind of like how Jim Brown won the championship for Cleveland 59 years ago, the 17th prime. But we're going to look at Jim Brown, his death in LA, in light of the connection with him and LeBron, and the fact that he died on the 213th day of the NBA season. Of course, LA is the 213 area code. Of course, that's a number connected to death. It reminds that Tupac put out his last album on February 13th, 213, and then died 213 days later. Anyhow, Jim Brown at 87, and again, died yesterday, Thursday, abruptly quit football in 66, kind of like Barry Sanders, been in the Hall of Fame since 71. So here's what stands out number by number. Jim Brown died on his 91st day of his age. That's also 13 weeks into his age. Browns has the gematria of 91. LA, where he died, has the gematria 13, and there's a relationship with those two numbers. Not only is 13 weeks 91 days, but if you add 1 through 13 together, it equals 91. 91 is the 13th triangular number. So Jim Brown of the Browns, dead on his 91st day of his age in LA, in the time of the Western Conference Finals when the Lakers are in it. Again, Jim Brown, dead on the 213th day of the NBA season. It began October 18th. LA, the 213 area code, 213, a number connected to death. That's because in satanic gematria, death equals 213. And again, dead at 87. The big star connecting Cleveland and LA, who's alive and well, is LeBron James. Again, now he's playing at the Crypt. It's not the Staples Center anymore. It's the Crypt, where you bury the dead bodies under the church. But again, big number with LeBron's career, 87. It's been a big number with James Harden's career, too. It's just a number that connects to James. And here we're talking about the death of Jim Brown. Well, what was Jim Brown's birth name? That's right, James. James Nathaniel Brown. So James is dead at 87. And in light of him abruptly retiring in 66, if you're new here, number that we talk about all the time with LeBron. LeBron James equals 66. LeBron alone, 66. Lakers is 66. I should pull up the calculator for the new person. There's always a new person here who says, well, how could LeBron and LeBron James equal 66? Again, gematria is very simple. It's based on the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. That's where LeBron is 66. So is Lakers, the NFL first Super Bowl season in 66, back when Jim Brown retired. But the other ciphers are the alphabetic order with numerology and the reverse alphabetic order with numerology. These numbers are important. Yesterday was LeBron's 66th conference finals game. The date numerology was also 66. Yesterday, LeBron got his 66th playoff loss, and he stayed on 42 road wins. But these were big numbers yesterday going with the date numerology, 42 and 66 for LeBron. Again, remember, the real King James' birthday is 619. The number 619 is the 114th prime. Anyway, big numbers with LeBron. And again, James Brown quit football in 66. If you write out number of the beast It also has that 66 and 87. We've talked about how these numbers come together numerous times in numerous rituals, sports and beyond, LeBron and beyond. But again, the man who quit football in 66, now dead at 87. Again, if you're new here, last series, Lakers and Warriors. Lakers became 17-4 at home against the Warriors in the playoffs, like 174. LeBron became 6-6 at home versus Steph Curry in the playoffs. And the game was exactly 258 days after Kobe Bryant's birthday. Of course, Kobe and his father connect the Lakers and Golden State because his father played for Golden State. Of course, he played for the Lakers. Kobe. He also had some major number of the beast rituals, including his career high. Kobe Bean Bryant dropped 81 points in his 666th game. So number of the beast, always a relevant thing. Kobe with the 666 workout. Kobe dead the Sunday before Super Bowl 54. Cross-league rituals. Now, Jim Brown, known for the NFL. This year, the NFL will open on a Thursday. He died on a Thursday. We're always educating about why Thursday is so important to football and why it's our favorite rigged football day of the week to take advantage of. But Jim Brown dead at 16 weeks before the start of the season, or 112 days. Ohio does have Gematria 16, but Jim Brown 112. Dead exactly 112 days before the start of the season. Jim Brown 112. Mathematics 112. Catholicism 112. Again, the Catholic Jesuit Masonic Alliance runs all the world of rig sports. You bury the bodies under the church in the crypt. LeBron, who went to the Catholic high school, now playing at the crypt. So again, 66 date numerology. Jim Brown dies on May 18th, 2023. 66. Big number with the NFL. For the record, 66 is the 11th triangular number. If you had 1 through 11 together, it's 66. Again, football is a game of 11 on 11. LeBron's trying to go to his 11th championship this year. We were just down at the crypt. They got a huge 11 banner hanging across the street. That's an advertisement for Microsoft Windows 11. Right across the street from the Lakers complex is the Xbox Center. Of course, that's Microsoft. But it was also a date with a lesser numerology of 46. 66 and 46 date numerology, the day Jim Brown dies. Sacrifice 46, Thursday 46, Catholic 46, Genesis 46 begins with the sacrifice. King James Bible, Psalm 46, the most infamous. And then again, it's been 64 years since, he won the championship in 64, 59 years ago. Slave, Negro, Rasta, Blues all have Gematria 59. Motown Records came out in 59. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Again, 59 is the 17th prime. Ohio's the 17th state. NBA 17, like we just talked about with LeBron's ritual. Going to LA from Cleveland in the Big 17 ritual. Again, winning the Lakers their 17th championship in his 17th season. But they saved this news for the day after Jim Brown's death. Today leaves 226 days left in the year. The city that'll fill this one the most is Cleveland, Ohio, 226, where Jim Brown made his name. Maybe Syracuse, New York, too. One of several players. He got to live the longest out of all the great black running backs at Syracuse who wore the number 44, another fateful number in black history. Malcolm X killed on the 44 date numerology. MLK assassinated on 4-4. And a lot more. Part of the joke of Obama being number 44 years after the Civil Rights Act. And again, in Septenary Gematria, African Americans 44. Jim Brown and a lot of the great running backs at Syracuse that were black men wore the number 44. Yeah, of course, with this being synced up with LeBron, LeBron's 38 years old right now. Death, murder, killing, RIP 38. He's playing Colorado, the 38th state, at the time of Jim Brown's passing. And today, the day of the news, today's date numerology is 47. Ohio's 47, so is Beast. Remember, number of the Beast is 87, so they saved the news for this date. And then it's also a date with a 67 numerology today, the day after his passing, the day of the news. Human sacrifice and blood sacrifice, 67, like king, like satanic. Like the 2 dead UCLA players that died within days of LeBron signing with the Lakers back in 2018. And if I didn't say so already, again, LeBron went to the Lakers in 18. He's trying to win the Lakers their 18th championship. This year, the season began on the 18th. If the finals go to Game 7. That day's June 18th. But Jim Brown's dead on May 18th in a year where LeBron's trying to get his 18th championship right now in a hole down 0-2. Remember in the Kentucky Derby that ran on May 6th, the day of King Charles' coronation, the day that LeBron became 5-6 at home versus Steph Curry in the playoffs, the day that D'Angelo Russell got his 56th win with the Lakers on 5-6, the day that Nick Gilbert, 56, of Cleveland, died, the day after Lance Blanks died at age 56. But that race in the Kentucky Derby where Todd Pletcher had the two favorite horses in posts 5 and 6, and one of them was King's Barnes. Again, only 18 horses in that race. So just another 18 thing here as LeBron's in pursuit of championship number 18. Right now in NBA conference finals, 56 teams have advanced when up 2-0 in the playoffs. 56 have advanced when up 2-0. Denver's up 2-0 right now. There could be another series that goes 2-0 today if Miami upset Boston again. So keep an eye on that. If that happened, then there'd be 57 teams that had been up 2-0. Celtics did win 57 games this year. Had a big win the day of Super Bowl 57 over Memphis, the first team the Lakers went over. One more thing. Remember how Georgia's won college football championships in back-to-back years? Jim Brown's from Georgia. Made his name with the Cleveland Browns, but he's from Georgia. Remember, Vince Dooley was sacrificed. He was at the Georgia championship in 2022. It was all about 129 with Vince Dooley, and then he was sacrificed. And I just noticed that this year's championship was on 9/1. Now, Jim Brown's done on his 91st day of his age, and he's dead 129 days later. That was the same number we talked about with Vince Dooley, who was killed with the Georgia championship. So now here's Jim Brown from Georgia, 129 again. Probably not a coincidence. So yeah, that was pretty much everything that I observe right now. Again, there's always more. Somebody else takes their lens to it. They'll probably catch some things. Somebody who's older and fluent with gematria might remember more important things about Jim Brown's career on and off the field that factor in. But this is what we've been documenting for a decade. Just the closer you get to big sports championships, the bigger the deaths become. Over the years, so many connected to LeBron. And this one is the most recent. So RIP again. And I'll leave it there. Keep this one short and sweet. People have requested that I do the Preakness, the horse race tomorrow. So I'm going to work on that. If you're on the Patreon, I'll get that information out later today. And again, thank you to everyone who supports the work. Thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. Please do hit the like on the way out so more strangers can find these videos. Again, that's the way the algorithm works. The more likes a video has, the more shares a video has, the more comments a video has, the more likely it is to show up in somebody else's feed. And people have to wake up to what's going on. Rig sports, ritual murder. Till next time, True Seeker.